What is up, everybody, and welcome back to AC Milan Swiss. It's been a minute, but we are back, and we're gonna talk about the Champions League qualification for Milan, and pretty much just how Milan's gonna get there and what Milan can do if they do achieve Champions League. So before we get into it, make sure you guys are already subscribed with notifications turned on. Make sure you guys like and comment, and also check out our merch, all link in the description below, and also check out our Instagram page at AC Milan Swiss. I'll put it right here. So without any further ado, let's get into this, guys. So this has been the first time Milan has been close to Champions League since, I believe it was like 5 or 6 years ago, when we had, Balotelli, El Shaarawy, Kevin Prince Boateng, and all of those guys. So Milan is Champions League bound. Currently we are in 4th place, currently 2 points behind Inter. We could have gone further up in the table if we won the Derby, but we all know how that turned out. Unfortunately, Milan did lose the Derby, but we are still in 4th place. We had a couple points ahead of Roma, which are in 5th place. So if Milan can kind of keep this run going, keeping, around the 4th or 3rd place mark, then we will stay in Champions League. I think the main component of why we're in this position is Piontek. Piontek, ever since he's came in January, he's been scoring goals non-stop. I mean, now we're in the semi-finals of Coppa Italia. We play Lazio somewhere around in April, and we can have an opportunity to actually win the Coppa Italia now that Juventus is out of it. I would think Atalanta eliminated them, so we can either play Fiorentina or Atalanta in the final, but we have a chance to win that. But regarding Champions League, Milan is in a good position. We still have we have a couple points ahead of Roma, so we can lose a game and still be in 4th place, but that is not ideal. We want to get maximum points as possible, especially against these smaller teams that we're playing. And then we play Samp, and then we play Juve. So if we can get the win against Sampdoria, that would be nice. And then obviously, the game against Juve is huge, so hopefully we can get maximum points for both games. Regarding Milan in league, that's how they kind of stand. So hopefully we can kind of keep this run and obviously qualify for Champions League. Let's say everything goes our way and we qualify for Champions League and we get our group, whatever. I predict Milan's going to get a group of death, because that's, just our luck. And also that's how Inter was. They got 4th place last season and they got a group of death of Barcelona, obviously Inter themselves, Tottenham Hotspur, and PSV. So I feel like following that kind of tradition or that kind of criteria, I think Milan would get the group of death. So I feel like we'd get like a Bayern, and then like a Man City, and then some other shit team, and then obviously us. Hoping for the best case scenario, obviously, I think with the squad that Milan has right now, I think we can get out of the group stage in Champions League. Maybe not top the group, but realistically, I think Milan can get 2nd place in the group, obviously going forward in the round of 16. So then we would play a first position team in the round of 16. So that could possibly be like a Barcelona, or even like a Juventus, or a Manchester City. But I mean, that's what Champions League is. You're guaranteed to play the best clubs in the world. So I think with the history that Milan has, and with the players, and the right tactics that Gattuso can make, I think Milan can go farther, or even progress in the Champions League. So along with the history, and I think Gattuso, who's really grown as a coach, I think he can take Milan far in the Champions League. Is Gattuso the right man for the job? And obviously, ever since Gattuso has been manager, I think he has been the right man for the job. He's really brought Milan from this low point. But I feel like that's a trend that Milan have, is that they kind of slack off a little bit in the beginning of the season, and then once December, January hits, that's when they start to pick their shit up, and that's when they start to perform the best, and that's what we've been seeing recently from, you know, the beginning of December to now. You know, yeah, we lost to Inter, but that was our first loss of 2019, guys. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think this Milan team is strong. I just feel like there are key components that Milan can fix on. For example, need a better center back to help out Romagnoli in the back, especially if we're gonna play in the Champions League. We need someone better than Musacchio and Zapata. I feel like they're good like replacements or good like subs in case someone gets injured, but if they're starting, that's trouble, because imagine, you know, like Lionel Messi or like Hazard or Aguero coming up against a Zapata. You know what I mean? Like, I have faith in Romagnoli, no problem, but it's that second center back that's the trouble. I think our center mids are perfect. I feel like once Bonaventura is fit, I feel like in the Champions League, you know, this guy, he'll, you know, perform the best out of any midfield. I feel like we need to keep Bakayoko, Bonaventura, and then I mean, we can sell Kessie. I feel like, yeah, he would be good depth, but his 2-year loan is up in June, so then he would be going back to Atalanta unless Milan buy him. I'd be psyched if we buy him, but I don't think Milan really need him per se. I feel like he would just kind of be like an extra number. We can play like Biglia, or, you know, since Bonaventura would be back from injury, I think he would start, obviously, or work his way into the starting 11. So, and I think our midfield 3 would be Bonaventura, Bakayoko, and Paquetá. So I feel like that would be fantastic. And then obviously our our front 3 would be Suso, Piontek, and Çalhanoğlu, unless Milan buy another left winger. I know we've been looking at some Brazilian guy named Everton. At least that's what I think his name is. I'm not entirely sure on that, but Milan have been looking at him. So if we just strengthen up the team for the Champions League, that's, I think, the main concern that I have. We just need to strengthen our team. Our goalkeeper, our right back, our center backs, they're fine. Our front 3 is fine. I'm just concerned that Gattuso just puts out the correct lineup during these games, which I'm confident that he will. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know it's been a long time since we posted a video, but I'll try to put more out. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out our merch in the link in the description below. Make sure you check out our Instagram. Again, we lost our Instagram at 156,000 followers. Check out our Twitter and Snapchat. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, and see you later, guys. Ciao ragazzi.